Hello, hello. Hey, it is Tamara and no, it's not Wednesday, it's Thursday. That seems to be a theme around here. It's either Wednesday or Thursday that I will be on here live. It's Thursday this week. So I hope you guys are having a great day. It is July, and so with July comes some new specials and promos and stuff from doTERRA, right? So I wanted to talk about the two oils this month. Ginger you can get at 10% off this month, so you save 10% when you buy it. And then Fennel you can get as your product of the month, and that is the product of the month. It always changes every month. You get it free when you order through your loyalty rewards cart, which is definitely the best way to order because you're going to get the most bang for your buck. You're going to get the most products, the most value for what you're buying, because you earn points back on whatever you're purchasing. You get your shipping back, your shipping cost back as points then. And what you do with those points, like frequent flyer miles, right? You're just going to turn them back in and get more free oils or products, right? Super, super cool. So let's talk about Ginger first because I have all my books open to Ginger. So Ginger, this is from the, if you guys don't have this book, this is an awesome book. There's also an app that you can get. It is called Emotions and Essential Oils. I think the app is called the same, I think. Has the same kind of picture on it. Anyway, super cool because all of the essential oils have an emotional property to them. If you find yourself drawn to some essential oil over and over, like you go decide what you're going to put in your diffuser that morning and you're drawn to a certain oil, I would definitely grab this book or get the app. I want to say the app is like $5-6.99, something like that. It is available both iPhone and Android. I would highly recommend you go look in the book and see maybe why, because there's an emotional value for every oil. So Ginger, I have notes on my computer here too, is considered the oil of empowerment, okay? So basically what it says in here is that Ginger holds no reservations. This oil has a purpose and will fulfill it. So Ginger powerfully persuades individuals to be fully present and participate in life. It teaches that to be successful in life, one must be wholly committed to it. It addresses deep patterns of victim mentality, which is evidenced by feelings of powerlessness, believing everything is outside one's control, refusing to take responsibility for life, or blaming life circumstances on other people or outside influences. So if you feel stuck and you don't really want to own your responsibility for your life, right, and maybe you blame others for your misfortunes, then you're going to want to grab your Ginger because that will totally help with that. So it empowers individuals in taking complete responsibility for their life circumstances. It infuses a warrior-like mentality based on integrity, personal responsibility, and individual choice. And it helps you to see that you are the creator of your own life, right? So you get to make your own choices. It doesn't matter what other people think, right? As Rachel Hollis says, other people's opinion of you, it really doesn't matter, okay? So yeah. So the negative emotions that it addresses then are victim mentality, powerless, unwilling to take responsibility, defeated, not present, stuck, blaming others. The positive properties that it can bring about when you're using it, right, is feeling empowered, committed, capable, purposeful, and accountable. You can use Ginger because you can use it all three ways. You can use it aromatically, topically, and internally, and you know that because it has that supplemental fact label on it right there, right? Just like when you go to the grocery store and you buy food and you look for the supplemental fact label with the calories and the, all that stuff. The carbs, that's a big one. As long as it has that on there, you know that you can use it all three ways. So if you run out of your dry ginger in your kitchen and you're baking something or whatever, you can use this. Use a little less, okay? Typically, 1 drop is like plenty for whatever doing. A lot of times you can take a toothpick in the top of here. Once you've taken your oil out, there's always a little bit of oil left in that little reducer thing there. So if you take your toothpick, kind of swirl it in that, or plunk the toothpick right in that center hole, you'll get a little bit of the oil out, and then swirl it in your food or your mix or whatever you're doing it with, right? I like to add a drop of ginger and a drop of cinnamon to my smoothies that I make. Super, super good. The ginger is great for your digestion, right? Really good for your digestion. And then the cinnamon is also really good at helping your digestion. And they just taste yummy. So that's what I like to do. So that is the emotional properties of ginger. Then if we look in our Advanced Oil Magic book, which is my favorite book right now, there's a couple other books you can get. Obviously, there's a lot out there. Another good one is The Essential Life is a really good book to have because it covers all the individual oils, all the blends, and then there's a lot of recipes in there. A lot of it kind of goes by body system and how you can use the oils for body system, giving you a lot of recipes and things like that. So in this one, under ginger, the main properties are antiseptic, antispasmodic, antitussive, expectorant, and stomachic. I have no idea what that means. I will have to look that one up. But it is a warm oil, so this is one that you might want to dilute a little bit more if you're using it topically because it's a little warming to your skin, okay? Top uses then are really good for an upset stomach if you are driving and you're reading or you're on your phone and you get a little nauseous feeling. You're going to want some ginger, right? If you are sick and you are throwing up, that would be a really good one. And typically you're just going to take like a drop, mix it with some carrier oil and massage it on your stomach. And that will really help to relieve any sort of upset stomach you got going on, any sort of nauseous feelings, things like that. Great for your immune system. So you could add a drop or two in a little 2-piece veggie cap and then take that internally, right? Great for congestion and coughing. It can help to kind of loosen up any congestion and get it moving so it doesn't just stay in one spot. Great for if you just, you got runny nose, coughing, sneezing, you got a cold. It's great for any of that phlegmy sort of stuff going on. And that's also really good for cooking, it says. So there's a couple of recipes in here. Energizing sugar scrub and a lactose and it's like an ache blend. That looks really good. You put it in a roller bottle. I will put that in the comments, okay? All right, so that is ginger. I told you that was one of the ways that I like to use ginger is add it to my smoothies. Another way that I like to use it, because it is a warming oil, you could use it for any sort of muscle aches because then it really helps to kind of warm up the tissues so that they will relax. Okay, so if you're using it maybe with your deep blue to create a little bit more warmth going on there so that your muscles will relax and not be so achy, right? So, what else? I've got more notes right here. Yeah, so great for your joint function, great for antioxidant benefits, okay? If you have loss of appetite, that might be something that you want to use. You can diffuse or you can apply it topically to your wrists and it can help with that. We talked about if you're driving, you got kind of some motion sickness going on, you can do that. To help cravings for alcohol if you're trying to stop drinking, right? You can take it internally in a capsule as needed. It's very helpful for that. To strengthen your immunity. You can also gargle with it, right? Or apply it topically to the bottoms of your feet. So that might be something you want to add into if you have an immune blend that you use. I have 3 that we switch between in the morning and at night. We just roll it on the bottoms of our feet. And so that could totally be something in there is your ginger. To help with any sort of like stomach cramping kind of thing or muscle cramping kind of thing. You can apply it topically. Again, you're going to want to dilute it because it is a warm oil. All right. If you get that burning sensation in your chest, right? Digestion works awesome for that. But you could also use ginger if digestion maybe just doesn't, quite do it all for you. You could add a little ginger in there. All right. For memory and brain support, you can... Easiest way to use oils, one of the easiest way, literally just smell it right out of the bottle, okay? You could also put a drop in your hand or 2. Rub it around because then you kind of activate it a little bit. Cup it over your nose and mouth and breathe in. Right? Okay? And then if you have any left over, massage it on any sore, achy area. Usually your shoulders, back of your neck is a really good spot because a lot of people carry tension there. All right, so it blends well with spice and citrus oils. It is found in our blends Slim and Sassy and the Digest-N, so it's already in Digest-N. But, sometimes you could add a little bit more to it. All right. Great diffuser, kind of a tropical diffuser blend is 3 drops of wild orange, 2 drops of ylang ylang, and 2 drops of ginger. I haven't done that one in a while. I'm going to have to do that one. And then a winter diffuser blend has 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of wild orange, 1 drop of ginger, and 1 drop of frankincense. And one of my other favorite diffuser blends, because it smells like gingerbread cookies, right? There's something like that smell, is equal amounts of ginger, kasha, and what's the other one? Clove. So equal amounts of ginger, kasha, and clove in the diffuser. It smells amazing. It smells so good. So it's very warming and comforting. It's like cooking cookies or baking bread. It just smells really good. So all month long, you can get ginger 10% off. Yeah. And it's a great oil to add, so you've got another tool in your tool belt for your helping your immune system and things like that, right? Okay, so then the product of the month that you can get for free is fennel, okay? And fennel is kind of licoricey tasting, smelling, yeah, definitely. Definitely, and I'm not a fan of black licorice at all, but it does smell really good, I will say. So let me look up here in there's fennel. Let's look in the emotions book and we'll go over the emotions first. There we go. So where's my notes on fennel on here? So fennel is the oil of responsibility, okay? Responsibility. Isn't that funny how when you're young, you always wanted to grow up and be an adult, and then you become an adult and you're like, yeah, this is not as much fun as I thought it would be. At times. I will say it's nice to be an adult because you can make your own decisions, but there are times when it would be nice to have someone carry you around all the time. Right? All right, so fennel supports the individual who has a weakened sense of self. You may feel defeated by life's responsibilities, having little or no desire to improve your situation. Fennel can help reignite a passion for life. It encourages the soul to take full ownership and responsibility for its choices. It teaches that life is not too much or too big to handle, which I think everything right now is just overwhelming. So you might want to get your fennel out. It encourages individuals to live in integrity with themselves despite the judgment of others. When you've been paralyzed by fear or maybe shame, this oil can help to get you moving again. It establishes a strong connection to the body and the self when there has been weakness or separation. It supports an individual in listening to the subtle messages of the body. This is especially important in situations where there has been a loss of connection to the body's natural signals due to emotional eating, severe dieting, eating issues, or drug abuse. Through that attunement, right, with the body's actual needs, fennel can curb cravings for experiences that dull the senses. So the oil supports the individual in hearing your body's signals of hunger, thirst, satiation, and exhaustion. It also supports appetite for nourishment, food, and life itself. So their loss of appetite, right? It's a good one for that too. So they kind of go, ginger and fennel kind of go hand in hand. Negative emotions that this can help with would be the lack of desire, unwilling to take responsibility, shameful, weak sense of self, and numb to body signals. And the positive properties it can bring about then is responsible and in tune with the body and feeling full. All right, so fennel, again, has that supplemental fact label on it, right? So you can use it aromatically, which is just smelling it, right? Topically, applying it topically, and also internally, okay? Meaning that you can use it inside your body. All right, so what does it say over here in our handy dandy book? The main properties of fennel are carminative, depurative, diuretic, amemnagogue, and that same word, stomachic. I can't pronounce that word. I'm assuming that means something along the lines of an upset stomach, I think, because they both had that and they're both really supportive of that. So the top uses for this would be if you have some gas going on. Fennel would be a good one. A little bit of carrier oil, one drop of fennel, massage it over your stomach, right? You can also drink it in water. It probably doesn't taste real good, to be honest. But if you did a little shot glass and whipped it back really fast, you know, you'd be good. It's a really good one to use if you are nursing, because if your milk supply is low, hello, this can really help. Okay, and to do that, you're going to take one drop and you're going to dilute it with some lotion or fractionated coconut oil, and you're just going to massage it around your breast, not on your nipples, but around your breast, 2 to 3 times a day, and that really does help with your milk supply if you're kind of low. It really is helpful for digestive disorders. Again, if you're feeling nauseous, if you are having menstrual discomfort, fennel can be really good. Rubbed on your lower abdomen, right, to kind of settle that down. Little babies that they always seem like they can't digest their food kind of thing. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about. And they're always really cranky. Fennel is a good one for that also. You could dilute it. For little ones, right, you're going to dilute it a little bit more than you would for an adult. So 1 drop, and you're probably going to use like a tablespoon of oil, and then just take it, dab your fingers in that you've mixed and massage that on their belly and maybe the bottoms of their feet. Make sure you cover up the bottoms of their feet so they can't stick them in their mouth is all. All right, so over here, what does it say? Helps with GI discomforts, occasional GI upset, feelings of being bloated, things like that. Really nice to add. So I said, it was good for menstrual discomfort, right? If you add clary sage or clary calm to that, would make it really awesome to help kind of, ease that. Really good for it's great to support your lymphatic system so that everything's moving as it should and it doesn't become stagnant in one spot. Great for minor skin irritations. It is found in Clary Calm and it is found in Digest Zen also. So both of these are actually in Digest Zen. Helps curb sweet cravings. So you can, I don't know if you guys have heard of that, making toothpicks. So the wooden toothpicks, a lot of times when you're trying to quit smoking, about the hand to mouth action, right? Because it's that cigarette thing. If you make toothpicks, a lot of people chew gum too, right? But if you make toothpicks, you can kind of chew on them and it kind of gives that hand to mouth feeling, but it also reduces the craving, and you can do the with fennel. And so what you do is you take your wooden toothpicks, put them in a little like glass dish, and you're going to put some drops of fennel in there, kind of roll the toothpicks around so they soak it up a little bit, let them dry, and then, use one. Great. You can store them in a little Ziploc baggie, or if you have a little, little toothpick holder thing, that works. But that's a really good use for it. What else? If you can also use it internally to help your milk production. If you don't want to massage it on topically, you can use it internally also. And if you need an extra push to help get things done, if you diffuse fennel, it can give you that kind of sense of focus to be productive. So there you go. Maybe I need to diffuse that more. There's a lot of days when I am not very focused. I try. All right. So, if you have any fluid retention, massage fennel and grapefruit topically over the area, or you can put a couple of drops in a little 2-piece Fidget cap and take it internally. That would help for you. So let's see, the recipes they had over here are, if your stomach's upset, and then they have a power diffuser blend. Again, I will put both of those in the comments. So, along with those, Ginger 10% off. Product of the month is fennel. You get that free, right, when you place your LRP order. Your LRP order has to be between the 1st and the 15th of July, and it needs to be 125 PV, which is about $125. Okay, so if you've got your Lifelong Vitality in there, and say, you need your toothpaste and your shampoo and maybe your body soap or whatever, you're at your $125. So then you would get your Fennel for free. All right. And then you would earn points on everything on that. You'd earn your shipping costs back at points. And then next month when you get those points, you can spend them and get free stuff. It's awesome. So if you have no idea what the LRP is, ask the person who got you started and they will certainly explain it for you. Okay. All right. So the other thing that we have this month that is amazing is if you do not have your own doTERRA wholesale account this month and you are ready to get started, you want to get on your oily journey, right? And join all of us in this community. It's a great time to do it because when you get started and your order is $150, you will get 50 doTERRA dollars, doTERRA cash, back that you can spend next month. So that would only cost you $100 and you get some free stuff. Besides the fact that you get all of us here and all this great education that we love to share, and lots of giveaways, and just it's a really great community and we would love to have you here. So if you haven't started with doTERRA yet and someone in this group introduced you, reach out to them. They will certainly help get you started. If you're just here because you like being here, but someone else introduced you to doTERRA, go back to them. Because that's kind of the doTERRA culture is. Whoever started you, you know, you should go back to them and ask them for their help. All right. I think that's it. Yeah, I don't have anything else for you today. So have a great rest of your Thursday. It's been kind of rainy and drizzly here today. I'm naked because I had to take my ring in because the, you know, the little prongs that hold your diamonds on, they were like super thin and I kept thinking I was going to lose my diamond. Anyway, I had to drop it off. It's gone for a week and my hand feels pretty naked. So, you know, personal problems. I will be back next week. Hopefully Wednesday. I shoot for Wednesday. It might be Thursday, but I do shoot for Wednesday. So you guys have a great day today and I will chat at you later. Don't forget, get your ginger, get your fennel. And if you haven't started yet, you can get $50 back. Yes! See ya.